To be in the world of MotoGP, dominance is no accident. It's the product of obsession, pain, and an unshakable belief that boundaries are meant to be broken. In the 2025 season, no one embodies this philosophy more perfectly than Marc Márquez. Interestingly, however, the person who best understands the secret behind the 8-time world champion's greatness is not his rival, but his younger brother, Alex Marquez. What is the secret to Marc Márquez's dominance that only Alex Marquez knows? Let's find out. For the first time in the 76-year history of Grand Prix racing, two brothers finished first and second in the Premier Class World Championship. After returning from injury and a long period of transition, Marc Márquez reclaimed his throne, while Alex, the hard-working Ducati GP24 rider from the previous year, finished runner-up and wrote one of the most inspiring stories in modern MotoGP history. But what touched fans more than the results was the story behind them, the story of a small family from the Spanish town of Cervera who lived a life of sacrifice for two children who both shared a love of speed for 2 decades. "This is the greatest gift for our parents," said Alex at the Estrella Galicia event. "They gave everything so we could make this dream come true." The 2025 season wasn't without pressure for Alex. He had to defend second place from Pecco Bagnaia and Marco Bezzecchi, while Marc had already secured the title at Motegi. But amidst the tension, his older brother offered him some simple advice. "If you finish third, that's already extraordinary. Don't put pressure on yourself. Just enjoy it," Marc said in the Japanese paddock. These words seemed insignificant, but they encapsulated Marc Márquez's philosophy. Pressure isn't an enemy, but fuel. Marc never shied away from chaos. He thrived in it. He had learned to light a fire in the midst of a storm, and now Alex understood that secret. The result? A calm that made history. Having finished second in the standings, Alex was asked the classic question. "What makes Marc so hard to beat? No one is truly invincible," he replied. But with the right equipment, Marc has been incredibly difficult to beat over 22 races. He's the most complete rider ever. Complete. One word that says it all. Marc isn't just fast. He manages his tyres, controls his psychological rhythm, adapts his riding style to the track conditions, and dominates every circuit as if it were his own backyard. His rivals describe him as a rider who never gives himself time to breathe. Alex even admitted that to get close to Marc's level, he had to crash repeatedly. "At the beginning of the season, I didn't crash much in practice, but after 5 races, I started crashing because that was the only way I could learn my limits. The difference is that my crashes led to my downfall, while Marc's crashes led to his success." This phrase encapsulates Marquez's DNA. What would be a loss of control for others is a moment of salvation for Marc. He's not lucky. He creates his own luck through instinct, strength, and incredible muscle memory. In his personal analysis, Alex acknowledged the most fundamental difference between them. "I'm not as explosive as Marc, and he's not always as calm as me, but it's his explosiveness that has earned him the title. Marc is a hurricane. He attacks every corner as if he owes the world something. He pushes the limits, forcing his bike to perform almost impossible maneuvers. His aggressive style isn't just a technical skill, it's a way of overcoming fear." Meanwhile, Alex is like a calm, consistent and patient wave. He prefers to analyse the situation, waiting for the perfect opening rather than forcing victory. Behind his calm demeanour lies steely discipline and mature racing intelligence. These two distinct philosophies form a new definition of a true champion. One who recognises that greatness comes not only from the courage to attack, but also from the wisdom to restrain oneself at the right time. Rather than being divided by ambition, the two actually strengthened each other. "The power of your rival makes you better," said Alex reflectively. "You can either envy them or learn from them. I chose to learn. Perhaps that's the secret to his success. He wasn't trying to be his older brother's shadow. He was trying to find his own definition of competitiveness. He wasn't trying to be Marc. He was trying to understand Marc's way of thinking and apply it in his own way." The journey wasn't easy. Despite lacking full factory support and the most advanced technology on the grid, Alex still managed to defeat several GP25 riders, including Pecco Bagnaia and Fabio Di Gianantonio. He proved that in a world driven by ego and speed, patience and the ability to interpret data can rival emotion and raw power. Their rivalry wasn't a blood feud, but rather the highest form of respect and a constant opportunity to learn. Alex Marquez's journey was never easy. After 2 torturous seasons at LCR Honda, during which injuries and poor results nearly caused him to be forgotten, it seemed as if the world was closing its doors on him. I almost came home in 2023, he recalled bitterly. But then I got the chance at Gresini. That was my turning point, the moment I decided not to give up. Now, age 29, Alex is so much more than Marc Márquez's younger brother. He is Alex Marquez, a rider who has risen from the ashes of his own career, rebuilt his reputation, and proven that determination can overcome adversity. His consistent performance on the Desmosedici has surprised many, and his hard work has finally paid off. In recognition of his dedication and resurgence, Ducati has awarded him a full factory GP26 bike for the 2026 season, a significant gesture that signals the Borgo Panigale manufacturer's full trust in him. However, Alex doesn't see it as a competition with his legendary older brother. It's not about who's faster or who's better, he says calmly. It's a test for myself, to see how far I can go with my own belief and hard work. The Marquez family story isn't just about victory. It's about perseverance, sacrifice, and remarkable transformation. 2 young boys with simple dreams from the dusty circuit of Cervera have become icons of the motorcycle racing world. After a long storm that nearly ended his career, Marc rediscovered his place. Meanwhile, Alex found his own path, emerging from his older brother's shadow to become a warrior in his own right. Now, the 2 stand side by side at the top, not just as racers, but as symbols of perseverance and unwavering family love. Finishing second felt like winning, said Alex with a sincere smile. Sharing success with my brother is more valuable than any title. Behind the roar of the engines and the cheers of the crowd, their story serves as a reminder that true immortality belongs not only to the champion, but also to those who strive together to achieve it. So is Marc Márquez truly invincible? Alex calmly answers, nothing is eternal. But beating Marc in 22 races is incredibly difficult. This is the paradox of Marquez. He is not an unbeatable god, but a man who refuses to stop being extraordinary. Behind his explosiveness lies the calm of a younger brother who has learned and observed, and who is now ready to compete in his own way. Perhaps, in MotoGP 2026, the world will witness the next chapter. A battle between explosiveness and composure, 2 sides of the same name, Marquez. The story of the 2 brothers from Cervera has become a living legend, embodying not only speed, but also perseverance and unwavering belief. Marc Márquez showed the world that true champions aren't born out of luck. Alex, meanwhile, demonstrated that true victory is about conquering oneself rather than defeating others. Could Alex Marquez beat his legendary brother in the 2026 season? Leave your thoughts below